Hello YouTube, this is Melissa and I thought I would do my video before I start this layout of what I hope to be using for I'm working with these photos, which I'm going to be making my cover layout for 2015. So I'll show you the paper that I pulled. I came across this in my stash. It's Lime Ricky and it's from Basic Gray. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm not a big pattern paper hoarder. There's nothing on the back. That's how old it is. They don't even have a print on the back. But so I, go to my stash and just try to pull inspiration from the papers that I do have. So I happen to like this color combination. It's kind of busy. I'm going to cut some strips. I pulled in this red piece, Cherry Cobbler. Originally, I was going to use a piece of cardstock heart, but I think I'm going to cover this heart with this paper, this chipboard. I am going to be using up, hold on one second, the last of these. This is what I have left. I'm going to be using some white paint. I'm going to attempt to paint this base. And I pulled some navy cardstock, and yeah, that's about it. So I went ahead and punched all the rest of the tidbits that I had left from this project for January, and we're going to see what I come up with. So yeah, that's it for now. I haven't decided on stamps or anything as of yet, but yeah, I'll be back soon. Okay. Hello YouTube, I'm back, and so I completed my layout, and first I wanted to start by sharing with you the layout that inspired me. On Pinterest, it was done by Lisa Dickinson. So I'm going to move the camera so I can show you briefly. Okay, so I liked how she did a silhouette cut with the alphabet in the background. It was all very inspiring to me to use up the last of my January challenge, which was those Jelly Bean Soup corrugated alphabets. So, okay, I'm going to move it back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you the layout, and then I will do my best to explain what I did. Okay, so here it is, and then I'll bring it up close. It's got a lot of great layers here. These are my alphas, what's left of them. Some wood veneer, a camera clip with a button I'd embossed on some vellum sticker, my date stamp, and just a lot of strips of layers. Okay, so I'll begin by telling you that this process took a little bit of time. I'm upfront about that. So it was what I considered my mixed media, because I did use some paint. So what I did first was I cut the white at 9.5 by 9.5, and then I went ahead and printed my photos, and this is actually a chipboard heart that I covered with Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. So I placed that, and then used the rest of my alphabet to, get it where I wanted. I liked the placement. I knew I wanted it to be like 3/4 of an inch in from the side because I was going to add this border to frame it out. So I went ahead and glued everything down with just, Tombow Mono liquid glue. Then I took, and keep in mind this is just regular white cardstock, so I didn't want too much warping. So I had a very liberal, I didn't put this on heavy, I put it on very thin. This is 3 coats, excuse me. And so I started with just, some smaller brushes, just staying on the numbers as best as I could in the letters. And then I went, after the 3rd coat was on and dried, I let them all dry completely. So I went in with a sponge and just very lightly just went all over the whole thing, just pouncing it to kind of have the paper, excuse me, color kind of mesh with the paint, because no two whites are really the same. So I didn't want it to be too far off. So anyway, so that's what I did, and I let it dry completely. There was some warping, but actually all I did was put some of this red tape kind of in from the sides because I knew I was going to be tucking, and it worked fine. So, and I liked, you know, when I rounded these corners, it's okay that, you know, it's not, the layout's not warped. I mounted it on some navy 12 by 12 cardstock. So then what I did was I just took a handful of papers that were in my stash. This is some Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. And I cut 3/4 of an inch strips. And then I cut those 3/4, they were like 3/4 by 12. Some vellum I used. And then this was my inspiration, this Lime Ricky Basic Gray, old paper. It's, you know, I showed in the beginning. So I cut 3/4 of an inch by 12, and then I went and cut an 8-inch strip. I cut these at 9-inch, 8-inch, and 4. And then I just kind of placed them around and tucked them how I liked them. Excuse me, I curled the edges. I took a 1/4 inch piece of navy and just framed out the white. This vellum sticker says hello today, and that is from this Studio Calico vellum stickers. The good stuff is from a pack of Snap Caps Daily Flash October Afternoon. This is the all boy. And then this banner is a sticker from this Snap Simple Stories. It was right there. I just put it there. I was originally going to cut down the photo a little bit because I matted it on white to bring the two together, but I decided to just leave it there to put an element there. These wood veneer stars are just to kind of, you know, bring this in. This us, I traced like I had done on the other layouts for extra letters. Oops, sorry about that. I traced the U and the S and then ran it through crimper. So this is completely gone. Pretty excited about that. So let's see. This remembers from an LE Studio. Some Kind of Wonderful is a stamp from Studio Calico. I don't know what it's called. I apologize. It was one I bought when they were having like a big sale. This camera, I don't know where I got it. Honestly, I know it's maybe from Prima. I'm not sure, but it's just a button from my Paper Tray ink. Blue. This is some hemp that I tied in the button. And then this is a Spellbinder style. I used this middle one and just cut after I embossed with Cherry Cobbler Red from Stampin' Up. I just cut with a scalloped edge and just put it there. And then my date stamp was right at the bottom. So this is a picture. Every year I set up my tripod so I can take me and my family's picture, you know, just to start the year. So this will be my cover layout for 2015, my family album. So I'm pretty happy with it. Excuse me, I'm pleased how this turned out. I'm very excited that I was able to use all of this. Like, so happy. So happy. So yeah, this is going to go in my used up little container, and I'm actually decided I'm going to show that container at the end of every month so I can toss out my bits and just make note of what I've got. So I did use up something else this month, so I'm pretty happy. I'll show you in another video coming up when I talk about my goals for February. So all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.